It has been a while since I've used, like, OBS Classic for anything, but I redownloaded this piece of software to play this game. Dark Reign, Rise of the Shadowhand. And I'll jabber on a little bit about this game, like, inside, but for now, let's just get to it, shall we? And my volumes are a good level there, so we'll leave it at that, and let's just get going to it. And there we go. Alright then, so, welcome back to Dark Reign, the Future of War. Or, this is the expansion matter, so, Dark Reign, Rise of the Shadowhand. I'll note that I basically initially played this game when I was basically, like, playing with Windows 8 on this computer. And I didn't actually play the expansion, at all after that. But, recently, because I was basically playing Expedition Conquistador, I was like, this is like, another game that maybe, like, could use a little bit more, like, showing. So why not? Here we are, back in Dark Reign. Anyhow, there's one more cinematic for you guys to watch, so we can jump into that one next and, like, go from there. So Dark Reign expansion, let's go. After the emergence of the new Togran threat on Strata 7, the Imperium found itself fighting a war on two fronts. Determined to regain control of the situation, the Imperium unleashed a massive assault to crush the Freedom Guard revolt once and for all. Across the galaxy, the Imperium's Black Armada burned a path of destruction and conquest, advancing closer each day to a new Freedom Guard capital on Tenrin. In desperation, the Freedom Guard abandoned its outlying bases, drawing its forces back in preparation for a last stand. On its way to join the defenses around Tenrin, the Freedom Guard transport Emancipator is overtaken by Imperium warship.
Detect a large Imperium structure ahead. It appears to be a gate through fold space. We have no choice, pilot. Run a course for the gate.
Outer hull breach. Containment unsuccessful.
Redirect auxiliary power to weapons and target their remaining engines. They must not be allowed to enter the gate.
Control systems offline. Collision imminent in 5, 4, 2.
Brace yourselves!
So the full gate's been damaged. We must abort.
My order stands. Hold your course.
Osiris, report.
The fold gate has sustained damage and two unauthorized craft have entered this sector. I've dispatched scout drones to identify the craft and assess the gate damage. Inform your commanders that I have the situation under control.
Understood.
Alright, so, that's the second intro. Now, I'll note that this is very similar to, like, sort of, like, mission step that they basically had in, like, the original game. Essentially, like, it's like two different, like, campaigns they basically play here. But, unlike basically the Togran one where you can, like, sort of, like, play through, like, one side for, like, each faction you want to, and, like, ignore the other. In this one, basically, to get the full story, you sort of, like, have to, like, play down each one of the missions, so that's just how it sort of works. Now, I'll note that mechanically, it'd probably be, like, Silent Assault to play first here, but we're just going to jump with Force Recon here, and we're going to play, like, with the Shadowhand, which basically has a few new units basically for us to show off. So, let's get to it. Force Recon. We have lost contact with one of our observation bases on Planet Vi. We are investigating a possible connection between the loss of contact and an unauthorized vessel that passed through the fold gate just before its destruction. You will be deployed to the base site to determine the cause of the communication breakdown. We will be using this operation as a field trial to evaluate how our new Central Artificial Intelligence OSIRIS performs under quantified conditions. You will be given control of a small force of experimental units, including a new heavy infantry Reaper and an all-terrain assault droid, the Fury. Use these new units to assess the threat and report your findings immediately. Success is your only option. So, the goal for this is basically to kill everything that produces enemies, so very simple mission. Let's just get to it. Alright, so here's my forces. We basically have access to these guys, which are basically Reapers, which are essentially more powerful Bions. And we got the Fury, which is basically like a droid, a mech warrior, so to speak. Also got some mobile air defenses. Those will be useful for shooting down air attackers, as well as the Bions, which can also do as well. And well, let's just get to it, shall we? Now these guys are going to sort of advance on first, I think, because I want to make use of them first. So we'll send them up first. I forgot that this isn't Command and Conquer, where we can send these guys to attack stuff, in a sort of attack move, but whatever.
Squad 1.
Let's get them to go up here. And all of the pathfinder for this game is not great for his first mission, but whatever.
Squad 2. Squad 1.
Alien critters. They're a thing. Now this is a fairly sizable map, but
Squad 2.
it shouldn't be too difficult to navigate for the most part. This first person is really easy with the Imperium, so that's why I basically chose to play with it initially.
Squad 2. Squad 1.
Now, I will note that there is, air units for, the Supreme Guard in this game, so basically I'm going to try to, use these guys, basically, to kill them if they pop up. And yes, the pathfinding sucks, but whatever.
Squad 1.
Oh, there's a... There was basically, one of our things right there.
Squad 2.
Oh, look at that, there's a scout right over there. And some Supreme Guard units.
Squad 1. Squad 2. Squad 1.
There's an Argant. Now, the aliens aren't too hostile, so I should be somewhat fine to leave them alone.
Squad 2. Squad 1.
There is one type of hostile animal that, we'll soon come across, I think, here. I've already played this mission, once through because, I want to sort of, do a field test of, the old software, and unfortunately with OBS Studio, this, game sort of, doesn't size properly, so
Squad 2.
I just jumped into it with like OBS Classic for a reason. Just show you guys off the proper like resolutions for the game.
Squad 1.
I feel like the resolution for like this game is like is like less than 800 600 by the way. It's like 640 by something. So it's a very small resolution this game initially has.
Squad 2. Squad 1.
Let's get up here.
Squad 2. Squad 1.
There should be some Imperium guys up here to deal with. Somewhere. Oh, there's like some like neutral villains over here if you want, but whatever. There we go. Kill it.
Enemy engaged. Squad 2. Enemy engaged. Squad 1.
Get over here.
Squad 2.
For the most part, I want to avoid like contact with the enemy for the most part, just until we get to our enemy base. So
Squad 1.
I want everybody to preserve these guys for like the heavier structures that will be coming across eventually.
Squad 2.
Let's get up here.
Squad 2.
Okay, unfortunately, they're bypassing the bions a little bit too much, but whatever.
Squad 1.
Here we go.
Squad 2. Enemy engaged. Squad 1. Unit destroyed. Squad 1.
So far, no casualties, which is nice, but we'll start losing this soon enough.
Squad 1.
Specifically, we'll start losing the base defenses and stuff like that, because, like, we have, like, a sizable, like, amount of force here to take out base defenses and such when we get to them. And yeah, we're going to be fighting against, like, heavy rail platforms and stuff like that, so that'll be a thing. I'm actually going to back these guys off a little bit, so, like, we don't lose everyone all at once.
Squad 2. Squad 1.
Uh-oh, here's the skirmishers.
Enemy engaged.
There's a house over here, apparently.
Squad 2.
There it is right there.
Enemy engaged.
So there's artillery.
Squad 1.
A little bit of damage to them, but whatever. They're still alive. Somewhat, to my bions.
Squad 1. Squad 1. Squad 2. Squad 2.
Now note that the Imperium guard are basically over up in this corner here, so
Squad 2.
we should be coming along to our first defenses soon.
Squad 2. Squad 2. Squad 1. Squad 2. Squad 2. Squad 2.
And by the way, there's like scouts and spies in this game, so you know, I'm just being wary of like moving bush and stuff like that because you know they're a thing.
Squad 1.
But do. Ow! I took a little bit of damage there.
Unit destroyed.
Oh, there we are.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
So here's their heavy rail platform. Now, I should probably note there is like multiple paths like to get to this base, but I mean, at this point we're starting to get to like their base defenses, so you know this is like where the meat of the game, so to speak, comes for this mission. Now I've lost my bonds, so the only air defense I have are like these like mobile defense like platforms, so I gotta be very careful of that now, but whatever. Alright, these guys outrange the laser, so make use of them to take them out. Alright, these are the Furies, so as you can see, they're like they're walking mechs. These are Reapers, basically like the heavier variant of the enemies here.
Easy, time's up.
Alright, so there goes the first laser turret.
Time's up. Time's
Their base is
up.
over here, so let's just go kill it off. Now, I don't think these guys have the range to kill it, so I'm just being careful of them, but
Enemy engaged.
Just to show it off a little bit, these guys basically like, are dangerous.
Do not reveal. Time's up. Face to oblivion. Kill.
And there's like, fortifications, so to speak.
We hunt.
So, heavy railgun, of course, because why not?
Easy prey.
Enemy engaged. Squad 2.
I'll send it Furious like last over here because, like, you know, they're a little bit more powerful than like the Reapers here.
Squad 2. Squad
3. Easy prey.
Alright, let's get these guys underway.
Face oblivion. Do not resist. Time's up.
Enemy engaged. Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Tracking face oblivion.
Alright, now.
Do not resist. We hunt. We hunt.
Whoop.
Unit destroyed.
I forgot they had anti-air units like that.
Do not resist. Time's up.
But whatever. We basically have like their base proper now, so to speak.
Face oblivion.
Let's just speed up the game a little bit here. I don't think there's like much for like defenses at this point.
Face oblivion.
There goes that.
Time we hunt. Time to kill.
It's a very minor base, so to speak, but you know, it's nice to sort of get your feet wet.
Kill. We hunt. Face oblivion. Time's up. We
Mission
hunt.
successful.
I don't know why basically it does that for you know, that mission, that like, you know, building there, but whatever. Alright, so the field test was successful. It would appear that the survivors of the Full Gate incident are setting up a base on Nevi. It should be a trivial matter to squash this minor threat before it can become a real danger. This operation should also provide a perfect testing scenario for our new weapons in combat. Osiris has been redirected to concentrate its efforts on repairing the Full Gate. Estimated repair time is 1 week. So yeah, basically like the idea here is like, you know, the Shadowhand basically attacked the, like, you know, Freedom Guard, but they're like, meh, they'll provide a nice, like, you know, testing scenario, so to speak. Anyhow, there'll be more to come, and I'm just going to save the game here. I've actually got a couple saves here as well, but you know, whatever. We'll save right there. And yeah, I already had saves for this stuff here, but whatever. We'll get to them when we get to them. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next episode.